on, RFCL community? We are back with another edition, this time Thursday night football in the RFL network. I am your boy Monarch Terp. With you and with me always is our boy Coach Nicotine. Coach Nicotine, what's going on tonight?
Did not know I was muted, but I'm so excited for this game here. I just hope it's as exciting and electric as it was last time they played, I believe, 2 weeks ago, where UConn got the best of JSU, but JSU kept it really close in the end.
Yeah, it was a really close game in the last matchup. I think technically now it was 3 weeks ago, just because of they played Georgetown twice to JSU, but. Yeah, let's not waste too much more time. We're gonna go into the interviews with UConn first. All right, the University of Connecticut Huskies here. Not sure if Coach Pars knows his camera is off, but it is off and vertical. But hopefully he's here for the interview. How are we feeling tonight, boys?
Sorry, I do know. I'm posting alerts for the stream. We're feeling good. We're feeling great. Ready to get into this game. There's been more smack talk centered around this game than I've seen a lot this season. So we're hyped, ready to get going.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. And in the last matchup, Weasley and the offense was able to get off hot. I believe you guys were up 24-7 before the comeback from JSU. What's the plan with the offense now without Coach Blake, who may have moved on to a new position here?
Same shit, different day. All it is. I mean, third time in a row we've hired an OC and they leave to be a head coach. So it's nothing we're not used to. The offensive playbook was mine to begin with. So we're feeling good. It's just same thing we used to do. Me and Raider versus the world.
Love to hear it, Coach Nicotine.
Yeah, so you say you and Coach Raider versus the world. Raider, this is kind of a question for you. With some recent leaked DMs, thanks to Zell, there's information that you may be moving on next year. Does that change how you call this game, that this could be your last game wearing UConn blue?
Sounds like that.
Your mic's all messed up again, brother. Give him 2 seconds. He'll fix it.
Let me ask a less baity question. How about that? While you fix your mic. So, Raider, last game, the first half was absolutely stunning from y'all, and you held JSU to little to no yards, definitely barely any points. Are you going to keep the same scheme, or are you going to change it up a little, keep them on their toes? Ours?
Mic is still a problem.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So first question. I'm just not going to address any rumors. We're focused on the game and the team ahead of us right now. So we'll just leave that one where it is. And I mean, we just got to focus on stopping the run this game. Really, I'm not worried about their QB too much, but they do have a really good running back, so we just got to focus on stopping that.
Righty. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, boys. See you at the end of the first half.
See you.
All right, and we are now with the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. This cocky bunch here moving into the first round of the playoffs after, unfortunately, not capitalizing on the conference title appearance last week, but gave it a good fight. And really, this is a matchup, as we mentioned in the last interview, of a hell of a matchup a couple weeks ago, where Hoffman was able to really lead a comeback in the second half after being down 24-7. Coach Martin, what's the plan to get this group hot early tonight?
Listen, it's the same thing we've done the past 2 weeks. We're not going to change that. We took some time today. I know Pars and UConn went to the gym, but we were just at the local church doing their Christmas program, and really taking in how blessed we are, and how really thankful we as a team are to be playing a real team next week. A team that isn't settled for second place or proud that they lost the game by 7. So fuck UConn, fuck the Huskies. We're gonna win this game and go to UCO next week, and that's pretty much all I got to say about this game.
Love to hear it. And it's a similar kind of question to you, Coach Jet. After that explosive second half, is there any has there been any trickeration that you guys have cooked up here to get him going in the first half, or what are we going to see here tonight?
Yeah, get your popcorn ready. We're gonna let it rip. Pars, it's coming, and it's coming hard. These cocks are coming. That's all I'm gonna say.
Coach Nicotine?
Yeah, so this one's for Coach Viking. I do believe this is your first playoff game. Is that correct?
That is correct. This is my first playoff game.
So could you just describe to us what this game in particular as your first game means to you, and what it would mean to you to be moving on with a potential win tonight?
I mean, I'm honored and humbled to be, my first season, make it into the playoffs. And it would mean a lot to be able to go into next week and play a real team. Yeah. I mean,
we do love it. Continue, please.
I was gonna say we've pitched 8 straight quarters without an offensive touchdown, and it's gonna go to 12.
Calling his shot. We love to hear it. We'll check back at halftime to see what the progress is with that one, and we wish you boys good luck.
Absolutely.
Go Cox.
All right, Coach Nicotine. Any final thoughts here before we get this showdown on the roll?
Oh yeah, I just really can't wait to get into it, get started on this stream here, because these two teams, they're both mad at each other, but they're even more mad at the next opponent, and so there's a lot of drama on this side of the bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. You heard Coach Martin's words there. He is taking this one to another level. I wouldn't say it's personal, but I would say that he's definitely trying to make it that, right? So excited to see what this matchup has in store here tonight for us. I got you.
Probably. So Jack State receiving the ball first in this game, definitely where they'd like to be. I believe they even chose to receive before. Very, very aggressive team.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head there. They are an aggressive team. They weren't able to get anything going though last game in this matchup, as we mentioned. Went into halftime down 17-7. We'll see if they can get a big one. Big return though out here from Michael Taylor. He's excited here to get this one going here in the playoffs. So 35-yard return from Michael Taylor here to get out to the 35-yard line. Cox getting some good field position early.
Really interested to see how Raiders starts this game. He does love to stick in just a few formations and already showing something new with nickel. I do like to see it from Raider. Shows some preparation before the game.
Yeah, a lot of ingenuity from Raider there. He always seems to come prepared. And Hoffman in the backfield there with that infield. The keeper from Hoffman on the option keeper doesn't really get outside though, but gets 4 yards, cuts it back up, brings up 2nd and 6. In a hurry-up offense early from the Gamecocks here. 2nd and 6, ticking away. 6 minutes and 39 seconds here in the first quarter. Picking their play, spread formation offset. Hoffman in the backfield with Edenfield. 2 left, 2 right. Motion from left to right. The give is to Edenfield up the middle. A little bit of a hole. Gets those 6 yards and showing those stats. Edenfield only 317 yards rushing, but, really coming on the last few weeks, Coach Nicotine.
Oh, he's been a monster. I'm really curious to see who has more rush yards between him and Hoffman, or how close it is, rather, because Hoffman's also lugging the rock on many downs.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Hoffman is a pocket passer, but he can take that rock and run with it. Edenfield breaks a tackle in the backfield, gets 2 yards there, surprisingly falling forward. You know, that looked like it was blown up there with a really nice play call on defense from Coach Rader.
Yeah, Raiders added an extra linebacker into his formation, changed from nickel to 3-4. And so with that extra linebacker, it's going to be a lot tougher to run than it was previously with nickel.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as you mentioned, Raider able to change up a few things here to get those matchups that he wants on defense. And brings up 2nd and 8 now. Taking their time already at midfield, though, for this Gamecocks offense. And shotgun tight formation, Hoffman in the backfield, back to pass. Looks right, fires, hits his man. It's Julius Tidd, 9-yard reception for the first down.
Yeah, that is just so promising for him to make a read and hit it completely accurately on his first pass attempt of the game, I believe. That's promising.
Yeah, it looked like he was in full rhythm there early, right? And you wonder if them going to him in the option first play of the game settled him down a little bit there so he can get what is a promising first drive going for this Cox offense. Keeper now again from Hoffman, stumbling forward, 8-yard gain from Jason Hoffman up the middle, second and 2, and hurry up offense coming here, shotgun spread formation, to the left, to the right, Hoffman in the backfield with Edenfield to his right-hand side, picking their play still, taking a little bit of time, 5 minutes now in the first quarter still to go. Hoffman changing some things up, making the play call. He's ready now. Pump face, looks right, had a man for a second there, but incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, not just to be positive on every play, but I still say that's a good read. If he catches that, he maybe gains a yard, but most likely he's going out of bounds with a 0 or -1 yard gain. Might as well just get that out of bounds. I still think he's looking good.
Yeah, interesting too with the early pump fake. I know he was probably trying to get something deep there, taking a shot. And we have a shotgun normal formation with Edenfield to the right-hand side, tight end to the right-hand side, Divinity Jr. to the right, and 2 wide receivers to the left. Hoffman, play action, looks to Divinity Jr. who's wide open, but not hit his man outside. Oh my goodness, I thought he had a touchdown there.
Goodness, not to break the fourth wall, but there did seem to be a maybe lag in the camera there, and I do believe that messes up plays live. That's my crackpot theory. That ball looked like it was on target until it
wasn't, you know? It looked good until it wasn't. And it's 4th and 2, and they might be going for it here early. The first drive of the game here, 4 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball at the 38.5 yard line, or 37.5 yard line, excuse me. Shotgun formation, back to pass. Hoffman looking for his man, fires outside, hit him again. Oh, he just misses him. Oh my goodness, he looked like he had his man in stride for a touchdown, but he could not hit him.
And are we surprised they went for it on 4th down? And are we surprised they threw it? I mean, they are an aggressive team.
Yeah, absolutely. They are an aggressive team, and huge stop there after giving up a little bit of field position on the return and also some yards there on that first drive. UConn defense able to make the stop. Weasley in the backfield with Leonard now to the right-hand side. The give is Leonard up the middle. Only able to get 1 yard. Darrell Leonard not able to get any real yardage there. And interesting not to see Derrick Henry. Not sure what that's about there, boys. But brings up 2nd and 9 for this Huskies offense. And we have 2 tight ends to the right-hand side. Flipping the play, excuse me. Now 2 wide receivers to the left. Weasley back to pass. Hits his man. The tight end out to the right-hand side. It's Jake Spruce, 6-yard gain. Ball up to the 40-yard line, 40.5-ish yard line now for the Huskies. Brings up 3rd and 3, though, going quickly. Back to pass, Weasley. Fires, hits his man. It's Spruce again. No, it's Boink Doink. of course, Boink Doink, really a solid backup tight end, Coach Nicotine.
Yeah, Boink Doink is definitely the funnest name to say. Right next to Whopper 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 coming in season 4. Boink Doink makes a great play there.
Yeah, Boink Doink with an incredible play there on 3rd and 2 or 3, bringing up 17-yard gain there. Weasley back to pass, hits his man again. Romella Donna, and Donna had an incredible game the first time around. Makes a great tiptoeing catch there on the left-hand side for 17 yards again. Not the greatest of spirals, but able to get the ball in there from Weasley.
Yeah, just a quick note. Derrick Henry's on G-Town before anyone comes
excuse
in
me. Sorry.
for Blake, because I was already thinking of the sanctions in my head about Coach Blake being on UCONN.
Apologies. That being said, Leonard 5-yard gain on first down there, brings up 2nd and 5. And so far, Coach Nicotine, this UConn offense has seemed to get in a little rhythm here now with a couple big plays and now 2nd and 5.
Yeah, they're really surviving off of that Michigan mentality. You take a coach away, he leaves, the next man up. Sometimes players really will play harder for that coach.
Yeah, and Weasley taking off on the right-hand side now, has some room, gets a first down, 8-yard gain, and brings up 1st and goal from, it looks like, the 8-yard line now for this Huskies offense.
Yeah, no UConn sanctions in the chat. We did solve that one.
Yeah, we did solve that one. That was a Monarch Terp special there, bringing the drama when it doesn't be needed. George Weasley, though, in shotgun formation with Leonard to his right-hand side, trips to his left, now switching the formation up, trips to his right with the single wide receiver to his left, back to pass. Looks like it's a screen pass, and it's almost intercepted. Oh my goodness, they were sitting on that one, Coach Nicotine.
Yeah, anyone who wants to run a screen in this league should really try to find what UCO runs, because that's about one of the only screens that works.
Yeah.
That one there was dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a dangerous pass there, indeed. Again, twin tight ends to the right. Weasley in the backfield with Leonard. Back to pass, Weasley. And it's wide open. It's Jake Spruce, 8-yard touchdown pass. George Weasley, 4 or 5 in this first drive for 48 yards. And everything is going UConn's way again early in this one.
Yeah, George Weasley, we've seen it before when he went, I believe, 5 for 5 in a touchdown. He was hot. Or, I'm sorry, he was warmed up. And I have no doubt he is here, too. I think he accounted for all of the yards except for 2 Darrell Leonard carries.
Yeah, absolutely. And Leonard, like we talked about, had a 1-yard gain and that 5-yard gain, too. So, really, everything else was all Weasley all day for this UConn Huskies offense. And a clipping call for the Gamecocks, going to push him back into some tough field position to start this second drive for him.
Yeah, and I wonder if Weasley might feel a bit snubbed by his lack of popularity in the Heisman vote as of late, and maybe trying to put on a show and change some people's minds.
Yeah, it seems like he's gotten the short end of it probably his whole life, and it's continued into the RFCL with his brother, unfortunately. But Hoffman under center now with Edenfield in the back. The give is to Edenfield at the middle. Quickly taken down by this Huskies defense, roaming around. 2-yard gain from Edenfield, bringing up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, JSU, this is easily one of the more important drives that will occur in this game, I believe. If it's okay to not get points here, but it could potentially lead to a horrible outcome. You need to go get 3, minimum, pin them deep if you have to punt it.
Yeah, absolutely. And as they've shown, it's critical for them to be in some good down and distances, in my opinion. They give us Edenfield the middle. He does get outside. He gets away from his first tackler, A 4-yard gain, though, bringing up 3rd and 4 here. And as you mentioned, Coach Nicotine, a critical situation now here early in this game with 1 minute and 31 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Coach Monarch, if they get any gain here of any kind, I genuinely believe they go for it on 4th. If it's short, of course. I mean, 4th and 3, 4th and 2, they're gonna go for it.
Yeah, they are a cocky bunch, so we'll see what they do. Hopefully they don't need to be in that situation, though. Spread formation to the left, to the right. Yeah, 4 verticals eventually here. Call out from Coach Nicotine. We'll see what happens. Edenfield on the right-hand side of Hoffman. Hoffman changing some things. Back to pass. Hoffman looking for his man. It was a quick pass. He gets it out there. Oh. And it's Camden Robertson looking like he switched it potentially to a screen from the 4 verticals. And, wasn't taken down in the backfield there and got that 11-yard gain for the first down.
I genuinely have no clue what play that was. He made about 4 hot routes if they were real. I saw 1 slant. There was some wildness going on there, but definitely a positive play from the Gamecocks and exactly how they'd won. How the Cox won it is down and dirty, a little bit hairy in there. Who knows what's going on, but it's a first down.
Yeah, absolutely. They're making it do what it do, and Hoffman. There's some motion in the backfield, left to right. Hoffman gives to Edenfield up the middle, gets outside to the right hand side, and it's a 17-yard gain from Slade Edenfield, and he quickly gets upfield. And, what was once a bad field position for this Gamecocks offense, they are moving down the field quickly, now at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, you almost think they play better when they're behind. Cox just love to be behind, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. That position for them is ideal. But right now, they are taking it in the behind. Edenfield taken down in the backfield for a loss of a yard there. Trying to potentially, I think, catch them off guard with that first down run up the middle. But, this Huskies defense came prepared.
Yeah, Taco, he's definitely stayed in the 3-4. I believe he's comfortable with the extra linebacker giving him less pass coverage since Hoffman has only completed 3 or 4 passes, maybe one of them being further downfield.
Yeah, we saw him try and go downfield, and he couldn't get it going in that first time, just like they saw right there. That was the 4th down miss, I believe, that I thought was going to be a touchdown. And so,
yes.
Hoffman, similar to last game, not sharp to begin the game, but once he gets going, I have all the faith in the world. And, after that first down completion to Camden Robinson, you wonder if he's going to get going here. 2nd and 11, though, and it looks like the Huskies defense is backing off a little bit here, roaming around. Hoffman in the backfield with Edenfield onto his right-hand side. It's a tight shotgun formation. To the right, to the left. Hoffman back to pass. Fires to the left. Hits his man. It was a bench to Jaquan Divinity Jr. His safety blanket all season. Jaquan Divinity Jr. Making plays. And, as I mentioned, just moving the ball down the field now with ease. Strap yourselves in, boys. This is going to be a big one in a really good game here coming up.
And not to get too technical, but Raider there switching to a bear defense, which put, of course, a bunch of extra linemen on the line. But those linemen, because of how he started, were actually linebackers.
Yeah.
Giving a bunch of people on the line to make it look like pressure, but none of them are getting by a tackle.
Yeah,
Great call by JSU.
Yeah, they got gobbled up there by that big JSU offensive line, and they are making holes there for Edenfield. It looked like it was there for a moment, but only 2 yards for Slade Edenfield brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, you can see in the playbook for Jack State they have at least 3 shotgun plays that include their tight end right behind the line. Looks like they maybe packed their playbook full of some run plays coming into this matchup.
Yeah, the Cox love to pack it in, right? And this is no different here today. What they're trying to do, they're at the 32-yard line now. Hoffman back to pass, has a man out to the right-hand side, but cannot hit him. And as you mentioned, Coach Nicotine, the long pass, the touch on the long pass has not been there for Hoffman.
Yeah, and until it's there, you're not going to get UConn to go into too soft of a defense. That's where JSU wants you. They want to pass enough where you back off, only have 3 D linemen, and they're going to run down your throat. And you got to complete those passes if you want to complete that goal, which right here, nickel 3-3-5 stack that could be ran on.
Yeah, absolutely. It is 3rd and 8 though, so you wonder if they're just going to try and take the points here if they do run the ball. But trips to the right, one to the left, Edenfield to his right, back to pass. Hoffman now hits his man. Oh, what a tight window. It's Jaquan Devaney Jr., of course. 9-yard reception in between two men. Gets to that first down yard line. Brings up a big first down now for this Gamecocks offense. And as the chat has mentioned, the Chargers are not doing too well. And we'll leave it at that. But Hoffman now in the backfield with Edenfield. Hoffman, oh my goodness. That must have been, batted away. He must have gotten the ball off there, but it looks like he could have gotten that taken out of his hand. Lucky to have that called incomplete potentially for Hoffman. Brings up 2nd and 10. I mean, what did you see there, Coach Nicotine?
I mean, I see in the chat Coach Trigger saying nice pass. That's from G-Town head coach, and I kind of agree. That was horrible. That was going to be atrocious. -5.
Yeah, absolutely. Hoffman, though, hits his man. That was a nice pass. Julius Tidd, 14-yard gain, and it is 1st and goal now for this Gamecocks offense. They are knocking on that door.
Yeah, the Cox here knocking on that back door, trying to see if they can gain some entrance into that coveted black land back there behind the UConn defense. See if they get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hoffman, the give is to Edenfield up the middle. There's a hole. He gets in. Touchdown, Slade Edenfield. 8-yard touchdown run right up the middle. And they did push through that hole with authority, the Gamecocks.
The Cox have just made the a-hole in that offense just bow down to them right up the middle, right next to the center.
Yeah, they certainly did. They did whatever they wanted there towards the end of that drive, and it is 7-7 here, boys. We are in for a good game here. And 5:36 left to go here in the first half now. Taken out of the end zone there from the return man and not able to get up to, maybe he got to the 20-yard line. Eddie Murphy there, 23-yard return, but was not sure if he should have taken it out of the end zone.
Ooh, just now realizing UConn has option defense on balanced, and so JSU might want to get back to that read option attack. Hoffman's going to be pulling the ball.
Yeah, people think because Hoffman, I believe, is a pocket passer in his build, they believe he's not going to pull it, but he has shown he will pull that rock and he will take it where he wants to put it. Back to pass, though, for Weasley now. Has some time. Lofts it inside. Has a man. It is, oh my goodness, what a great play from the safety there. Large drink, he was there making the play and brings up 2nd and 10 for the Huskies. What looked like going to be a nice looping pass from George Weasley turned out to be incomplete.
That's a miss we rarely see him. I wish they would have heat checked right before because he might have lost some heat there. He might be down with us mere mortals at this point.
Yeah, he might be. And happy early birthday to Hold the U there. Turning 18 in 4 days. George Weasley back to pass, though. Hits his man out to the right-hand side. Romella Donna, 9-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 1. And it is a hurry-up offense now from the Huskies on 3rd and 1. George Weasley in, bunch formation to the right-hand side. George Weasley with a man to his left in the backfield. Hits his man going to the right-hand side. Wide open. Oh, my goodness. Huge gain there. Gets down to the 38, 37-yard. Romella Donna again. And they're going hurry up again. Last two plays, Romella Donna, 41-yard, through the air. Maybe they'll go right back to him here. Bunch formation again. Play action pass. George Weasley fires out to the right-hand side. Looks like it's Jake Spruce potentially. Yes, Jake Spruce, 1-yard gain.
You can pretty much classify this UConn wide receiver core as Donna being the the every down type wide receiver. Eddie Murphy's going to get you those crazy last minute plays on 4th down, and then some short ones from the rest of the guys there.
Yeah, back to pass here from George Weasley. Fires out to the right, hits his man Jake Spruce, looks like a bench route, and they are now cooking here on offense for the Huskies.
Double stack from UConn.
You know, it is said that, you know, people admire you when they copy you, right? So it's awesome to see it. Give up the middle, though, to Darrell Leonard. 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 now with this Huskies offense just doing what they want to do. Abba Yosef having a really good first half here for the Huskies. Excuse me, George Weasley. I'm reading Abba Yosef in the chat there from Holding the U. But again, Darrell Leonard, 8-yard gain up the middle, brings up 1st and goal, and they're going hurry up. Let's see if they can stop him, Coach Nicotine. Weasley taken down in the backfield. Not sure if that was a run commit, but I know that they were blitzing everybody there.
Which would have been a legal, a legal run commit, so we're fine there, but possibly a great call.
Yeah, no.
By JSU defense.
Yeah, do not mean to insinuate that it would be illegal, right? So my apologies to anybody out there that doesn't know. But yeah, absolutely great call on defense to stop it there. George Weasley, though, back to pass, has been wide open touchdown. Romella Donna, of course, 4-yard touchdown, a 4-yard touchdown reception for Donna, and it's 2 early touchdowns between those two, and it is about to be 14-7. Huskies over the Gamecocks. Coach Nicotine, what an answer from the Huskies there after the Gamecocks were able to tie it up.
Yeah, the coaches at JSU probably don't want to realize it, but they play better when they're down, genuinely. So it sucks that it was a whole 7 there instead of 3 on their perspective, but I expect a pretty good drive out of Hoffman here, down some.
Yeah, I expect Hoffman to try and answer this. And with 3:22 left in the first half, you wonder if both of these quarterbacks are going to get the ball again, right? So we'll see what JSU has in store here. They have trips to the left, one to the right. Edenfield in the backfield. The give is to Edenfield. Had a hole there for a moment, got 4 yards. And Watt is predicting that, with Weasley getting warm, that UConn could be about to boat race their way to the what would be the semifinals.
Yeah, the semifinals against UCO, I believe, in Edmond, Oklahoma. That would be a game to see. Genuinely, either way, whichever team wins.
Yeah, the give is to Edenfield. The right has a counter play from Edenfield, puts his shoulder down and gets 5 yards there, 3rd and 2. And I was going to mention there, Coach Nicotine, I believe last year there was the Weasleys matchup in the semifinals, and George got the better of Fred on that one and got to the finals against us. So we'll see if that happens again. The give is to Edenfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. Oh my goodness, Slade Edenfield just totally obliterated by C.J. Hilton there.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see my fellow coaches in the chat. Are you going for this 4th and 4 in this situation? If you're calling this offensive play, are you going for it? UConn is at this moment only has 1 punt.
Yeah, they're. I mean, and Weasley's running hot, right? I mean, he's on a heater, so you gotta wonder if this is a fake or not. Letting the clock run down, though.
Yeah, just to inform the viewership, last game, I believe, what was it, 17?
It was 17-7 at halftime, and then then UConn scored again to make it 24-7, and JSU stormed back, and it ended up being 31-24 with an opportunity for JSU to go in and score, and they just couldn't do it. So, you never know with this bunch.
And at that point, they were also, I believe, like on the 20-yard line going in to score.
Yeah.
It was anybody's game at many points there, even though JSU was down by so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And a muff there, but able to recover it. And I believe that actually happened last game, too. I'm not sure if it was a muff, but they fumbled and recovered their fumble. UConn did. And there was one turnover for JSU. So this game is kind of going towards the script of last game. And so we'll see if it's any different. But George Weasley taking over now at his own 35-yard line in the backfield with Leonard. They're doing double stack again. Weasley, they give it the middle to Leonard. Stumbling forward, rolling forward for a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 with the hurry up and double stack again here, Coach Nicotine.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat thinking UConn is going to score here, and it's basically wrap it up time.
Yeah, another 9-yard carry by Leonard up the middle there, and it could be wrap it up time, but we'll see. Anything can happen in this game here. Leonard, though, breaking tackles. I mean, Daryl Leonard is quietly going about his day here, Coach Nicotine.
It's hard to be any louder than George Weasley, Eddie Murphy, and Romel Adana, though. Boink Doink as well. Throw him in there.
Yeah, absolutely. But a huge stop there from the JSU defense. And timeout now from UConn. 3rd and 5. Huge play coming up here for the Huskies.
And just quick shout out, Coach Pars. He's been thrust into the situation again because of a offensive coordinator leaving, and he's forced to coach by himself in the playoffs with little to no practice, and you can't tell.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, right? And so Weasley back to pass here. Hits his man on the right-hand side. Can he get up? He does break a tackle. Gets upfield. Kyle Morse. 10-yard gain for Morse. He was hit at the line to gain. Maybe a yard behind the line to gain. Broke that tackle and got upfield. And they're going hurry up again here with bunch trips to the right. They give it the middle to Leonard. Trying to break a tackle. 39 seconds taken down. 2nd and 5. Hurry up again here. Of course. 2 timeouts for UConn. Wonder where they're going to take one. They're doing double stack. Weasley in the backfield with Leonard. Weasley back to pass. Has some time. Gets sacked though. Loss of 8 yards. That was a huge stop. 22 seconds left, and UConn takes their second timeout.
Yeah, and you wonder if UConn maybe used 1 or 2 too many run plays with the time ticking and kind of ending up at an awkward spot of the field as the time ticks down, and might even have a timeout in their pocket if this isn't incomplete.
Yeah, 3rd and 13 now. 5 wide. Weasley hits his man to the right. Donna, 8-yard gain. Down to the 28-yard line. You wonder if they're going to let the clock run down and take a timeout and get the field goal.
Well,
4th and 5.
Pars does like to put it on.
He hikes it. Weasley hits his man to the left. He doesn't get the first down. There's a turnover. There's 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Oh my goodness, what a stop by the JSU defense. And mark that one down. Wow, what a stop there from JSU.
Yeah, and I'm getting the replay here on the cams just to see if anybody... And JSU is absolutely just stone-faced. They don't react at all. They're happy on the inside.
But JSU Hoffman sacked there to end the first half. And just a really action-packed first half there, Coach Nicotine. Who do you want to go to now?
I mean, let's go ask Pars why.
All right, we're going to go to Pars and ask why he went for it on 4th down.
Wow.
Connecticut Huskies, a really good first half there on offense, but an interesting play call to go for it and not take the points there. What was the thinking there to end the first half?
I'm not gonna lie, I was so focused I didn't even realize it was fourth down. Uh, regardless of that, our kicker, had some misses. Like he's hit the crossbar a lot this season. So a little worried about his distance in this game. Last time we played JSU, he hit the crossbar and it bounced out. So a little worried about it. Thought we could get the first down, make it easier. Didn't get Eddie behind the sticks. Obviously, it was open. It would have been there regardless. A bad call by me, but yeah, we'll pick up for it here.
Coach Nicotine?
Yeah, so another one for Coach Pars. So this is, again, a time where you're thrust into being OC because of a vacancy in your coaching staff. This offense is genuine. It's very different than what y'all have been running the past few weeks. Are you making an effort to be different, or is just this is what Pars offense looks like?
This is what Pars offense looks like. The moment I knew that Blake was leaving, I decided that, it's my show again. And honestly, we're vibing over here. We're having a great time. Should have taken points, but we're having a great time. This is what the Pars offense looks like.
And and Coach Raider, question for you. A really solid performance there in the first half. What have been your key takeaways that you're trying to execute on the second half?
We got to do better against the pass. There was a couple times we got lucky. Just our safety got beat, and the quarterback just missed the ball. I did say I was not worried about the quarterback, so that's kind of what I was talking about there. But yeah, we just got to get better against the run and not getting torched in the secondary. Our secondary getting torched basically.
Gotcha. Nick, anything else for you?
No, that is it. I do wish you guys luck.
Yeah, good luck,
Thanks,
boys.
Nick.
See you at the end of this.
Yep.
All right, and the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, a real back and forth affair. They're able to get that huge stop on fourth down. What are you telling your bunch to try and get them going here in the second half?
Man, a lot of missed opportunities in that first half. A couple more of those passes go right where they need to, and it's a completely different game, man. So that's it's just about execution. So if we execute the second half, we're going to come out on top here.
Nicotine?
Yeah, so for Coach Jet, so you have Slade Enenfield just like usual. He's tearing it up. Hoffman's completing the short ones, kind of missing on some deep ones. But his feet are hot. He's running well. And we know that UConn maybe is letting y'all get the read option off. How is this going to affect your second half offense? And do we have any tricks coming?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a loss for words. We missed three throws that should have been touchdowns. So obviously Hoffman can make throws. Yeah, we're going to cater to what's working. But definitely we're not going to steer away from what has worked. So expect the fireworks because it's about to get cocky here in the second half.
Yeah, and just one more, Coach Viking. Second half, JSU versus UConn 3 weeks ago. Y'all locked down, only allowing, I believe, 1 touchdown the entire second half. No, 2. With the offense coming back and making a huge storm, are you going to implement some of the same tactics there, or is this a new game plan?
Every game is different week to week. We're gonna, give us or take what they give us, and we're gonna just take it one play at a time.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, don't have anything else from me. I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of this one, boys. We wish you the best of luck. We'll talk to you after this.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Nicotine. Any final thoughts before we start the second half?
Yeah, I usually like to talk about vibes in this recollection right here after halftime interviews, and both kind of mid. Neither one really super excited or saying, here it comes.
It seems like some nerves could be in the air here with the playoffs going on, and we'll see what they can do. But Eddie Murphy taking the ball out of the end zone again there, and not able to get back to the 20-yard line this time. So not great field position for the Huskies to start their second half, but we'll see what they can do. Is tight in the backfield with Leonard. The give is to Leonard 5-yard gain on first down brings up 2nd and 5 for the Huskies. And just kind of doing what they were doing earlier, just, taking what this JSU defense has kind of given them so far.
Yeah, I mean, everything's pretty much been rolling for Connecticut. They have all the time in the world right here. It shouldn't be in any rush to get a playoff.
Back to pass. Weasley hits his running back out of the backfield, Leonard. Looks like an angle route from him. 5-yard gain. Gets that first down. 1st and 10 now for the Huskies.
Yeah, what a spot on that play. I don't know what part of the ball the ref thought crossed that line, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, it definitely, it's interesting too because they're playing at JSU, so not a hometown call at all. Wonder if they're paying off some stuff, but 1st and 10, Weasley back to pass, hits his man to the right-hand side. Only a 2-yard gain from Donna, though. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I would love to say that UConn's paying the refs, but we know they're still paying 3 offensive coordinators. So don't know if they have the money left over.
Yeah, absolutely. With the NIL these days, you got to spread it out, and it's getting kind of thin over there in Connecticut. But Weasley trying to calm things down, trips to the right, one to the left. Or excuse me, one to the right, trips to the left. Weasley super hot. Looks deep. Oh my goodness, almost hits his man. One of the 3 incompletions so far this game. Weasley unable to connect there. Brings
when
up
your
3rd and 8.
quarterback is that hot, you do not expect misses like that. That might have Pars throwing maybe a spare headset, maybe not his main headset yet, but
yeah. And Trigger was saying in the chat there that JSU needs a defender to make a play. I agree with you, but it's only 14-7. It's a 1-score game here, so any stop is really good. Back to pass, Weasley trips to his right, fires in there, hits his man quickly, Eddie Murphy, and that's the 4th third down conversion of the game here early in the 3rd quarter. Going hurry up now. Weasley, it's trips to his right again. One to his left. They give up the middle to Leonard. Huge hole to the left-hand side off between the tackle and the guard there. Leonard, 9-yard gain. And look out, the Huskies are picking up where they left off on offense. I mean, this is, if they hit the field goal, Coach Nicotine, in the first half, and then they go down and score right here, this is entirely the script from last game.
yeah, and I love the answer by Pars that he just didn't notice because we would have had the exact same script.
Exactly. Hits his man out on the right-hand side. It's Leonard out the backfield. 10-yard reception for Leonard. Another first down for the Huskies, and it looks like they are in Gamecocks territory now here on this first drive of the second half with 5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Coach Monarch, as a defensive coordinator, if you see a Weasley in general this hot, what do you even call on defense?
You just kind of pray and hope that you can contain him at this point. It's a 3-yard carry, and him and Leonard in the backfield now have become a 1-2 punch on the ground. And as you mentioned, Coach Nicotine, when Weasley is just hitting everything through the air, it's really difficult to see it going south from here. But we have seen it happen. And so, 2nd and 7 now on the 35-yard line. Weasley changing some things up, going into a shotgun type formation with Leonard in the backfield. Might be good with the middle. Changing it again. Bunch formation now to the right-hand side. Trips. Play action pass. Weasley has a man to the right. Hits him over the middle. It is Donna. And, Weasley is just finding all of these pockets of space throughout the field now. If you're JSU, you wonder if you're going to really need to bring some pressure to try and do something. Just try and make a play, in my opinion. But Weasley again with trips to the right. QB keeper, and he is gobbled up in the backfield. That might be the play that they were looking to try and make there. Brandon Carroll brings up 2nd and 10, and Weasley able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Speaking of make a play, the Chargers finally got on the board, 49-7.
Without Herbert, you knew it was going to be difficult, but not that difficult, right? Back to pass. Weasley, though, fires a little, hits his man, trying to rip it out, though. Eddie Murphy able to hold on to it, and a 12-yard gain brings up another first down for this Huskies offense inside the red zone now, Coach Nicotine.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know where Connecticut will miss. They still can, but man, they're cooking on offense.
Yeah, another. Oh my goodness! Oh, it is knocked away. I was gonna say another zone formation or zone call from this defense, but they were ready for it. The tight end looked like he had some space outside, but cut it back into the inside and just absolutely obliterated when he tried to catch it there. Brings up 2nd and 10. Weasley in the backfield, back to pass. Another early pass to Eddie Murphy over the middle, 2-yard gain, 3rd and 8, and they're going hurry up now. Not sure why. They could just take the whole entire clock down if they wanted to. Weasley going quickly, back to pass, takes off, and he's hitting the backfield. He's stumbling around. It is a sack, a loss of 4. Another interesting play call from Coach Pars on offense. And the Huskies are being held to a field goal.
Now, this is right where Jack State wants to be. Almost counted out to the point where there's no nerves, where you can pass the ball because what do you have to lose? That's when they really come alive.
Yeah, this is the time that they do need to come alive. And as we mentioned, this was the time kind of last game where they did come alive. So we'll see if this Michael Taylor return for 21 yards can get them going. But, so far, Coach Rader on defense has had the answers for Hoffman and company. And as Coach Jed had mentioned, Hoffman, and you mentioned as well, Coach Nicky, Hoffman just missing just slightly on those deep passes. Let's see if he can hit those here in the second half. But able to take off a lot of time, the Huskies were in that first drive. Only 2 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Back to pass, Hoffman play action pass. Fires to the right-hand side. Had his man open, but overshot him to the outside there. Brings up 2nd and 10, Coach Nicotine.
Yeah, that one gave me PTSD. I thought I was watching Sandy Bones on an important down because that ball was just airmailed to his mom in the second row. A nice souvenir for her, but for people trying to watch a good game, it's not good football.
Yeah, if that continues to happen with that placement of the ball, you wonder if he's firing at some coach on the JSU sidelines, upset with what's being called here. Unsure. Maybe they should have gotten VY3, but who knows? Back to pass. Hoffman this time hits his man. Oh my goodness, Edenfield. Oh my goodness, he got hit immediately, folks. Not sure how he was not taken out of the game with that one, but Edenfield's a tough guy, tough, cocky guy out there, able to keep himself in the game. And it's 3rd and 8, though, for this Gamecocks offense, and they need to get something going, Coach Nicotine. And you mentioned it before in the first half, but I'll say it again now. This might be 4-down territory, even this deep in their own side of the field.
Yeah, and I would ask for the comments to let us know what they would do, but only JSU would go for it here. Understandable, but on brand for them.
Wow, and Hoffman just throws it away to the right-hand side, so it brings up 4th and 8. The Huskies defense, laughing while they're going off the field, not sure what's going on here. This crowd getting a little quiet here, Coach Nicotine.
Yeah, right on brand with the 4th down. I don't think it's a bad idea. It's very aggressive. If you don't make it here, could be bad.
Yeah, if they can't make it here, they may not make it anywhere. It's back to pass. Hoffman pump fakes, throws it, and it's almost intercepted, but it's a turnover on downs. Keegan Carden drops the pick 6. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I agree with some of the chat. You have to punt that ball so deep in their own side of the field. We'll see what happens here, boys. But Weasley in commanding position, trips to the left, give up the middle to Leonard. Leonard making his way downtown, getting 2 yards and getting down there, and brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, the JSU sideline just throwing their hands up on that down play. But if they hadn't made it, we would have been all calling them aggressive geniuses. They've made those before. UConn here, just rolling.
Yeah, rolling indeed. Weasley with some time hitting the backfield though. Oh my goodness, a huge sack there on George Weasley. Brandon Carroll, 3 sacks today from Brandon Carroll. And he could have had another one. It was a tackle for loss that he got, but ended up being at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 15. A huge play there from Brandon Carroll. Brings them back to their 30-yard line here, hopefully trying to get the field goal. 3rd and 15, Weasley in the backfield with Leonard to his right. Trips to his left, one wide receiver to his right. Weasley taking some time. Clock is ticking down. Now less than a minute back to pass. Weasley has some time. Hits his man. Oh my goodness. Eddie Murphy able to get 18 yards. He was all by himself. Not sure where the JSU defense was there in man-to-man. And Coach Nicotine just getting whatever they want here.
Yeah, I know he's hot, but that was absolutely just disgusting. 3rd and 15. Who is completing that? I personally and 9 other coaches are running the ball, taking a field goal, but UConn just knows what they have in the backfield.
Yeah, they certainly do know. Leonard in the backfield is a huge hole. 12-yard touchdown run from Darrell Leonard on the keeper there. Oh my goodness. This one is busted wide open. They tell him bring it back. Oh my goodness.
And I mean, this is the script for last game. However, they need to do it in 1 quarter. And it's a short quarter. It's only, I believe, 8 minutes. So, gonna be interesting how JSU tackles this. Still possible. Not probable.
Yeah, it's going to take a gigantic effort from Hoffman and company. And without him really hitting anybody so far, a good return, though, from Michael Taylor. And Michael Taylor's gotten a couple good returns tonight. We'll see if it can translate. But, as you mentioned, Coach Nicotine, this is going to be really uphill sledding for them.
Yeah, as much as difficult as it is, at least the nerves are gone. You can see Jet here probably just trying some things out, throwing it deep, whatever's going to work, spam it. Inhibition's gone.
Oh my goodness, Hoffman 6 of 15. Brings up 2nd and 10 with 31 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter here. I mean, the chat is saying overrated quarterback. Hoffman's just not doing what he was able to do all season, unfortunately. Trying to get it going, though. Hoffman back to pass. And is knocked away by Noah Logan. The Huskies have just been everywhere. He has not found any sort of pocket of space since early in the game, really, for Hoffman, Coach Nicotine.
Yeah, I'm actually just reflecting as they potentially are going to have another 4th down here. Is JSU already past their... Have they run 4 3rd down or 3 4th down conversions? I believe they have. I believe they're already past the mark. So if they miss here, they technically have to punt it away unless we have a quick emergency commissioner rule placement of playoff 4th down attempts.
And mind you, he's playing the commissioner, so not sure if he's going to get that one. And it is a sack there. Jason Hoffman taken down in the backfield by Helen Keller. Helen Keller just trying to scream, can't do it, can't see, but just feeling his way, her way, who knows, their way into the backfield to get that man down.
Yeah, and as much as JSU wants to go for it, they're going to do it. I just do it. Ask for forgiveness later. No, just go. Just do it. Come on. You're down 17. Oh, they're going to wait for the quarter. Very smart. And now they can go for it. But I still believe they were already past their limit on the last one.
Yeah, I'm not. I think you're right. I think they were. I think they were at the
They
limit.
got us all.
No limit there for the Gamecocks, right? No limit to the Cocks. It is 4th and 18, and they are punting the ball away. With what some may have said they should have done previously, right?
You almost wonder why they waited for the quarter then. You would have got a free punt off. I mean, 5 seconds, but
Yeah, no, agreed. Time is precious in this situation for sure. And they're looking at the.
Watch it. Oh.
Oh, they change. Are they changing?
Yeah, here it goes. They're gonna see it, and it's gonna say 3.
Oh, it's 2. It's only 2. Man.
I really thought they pulled the cloth over our eyes there.
Yeah, this has just been a really tough game for the Gamecocks so far. I would love to say they're not out of this one. There needs to be a big play here from their defense to get back in this. The turnover here would be gigantic, but Weasley in the backfield. They give to Leonard. Rob Johnson taken down in the backfield. TJ Johnson, no relation potentially. We don't know. But it could have been brother and brother crime there.
Yeah, for UConn here, I expect Pars. He might run it a few times to pretend he's conservative, but he's going to pour it on here, get himself hyped for UCO next week and potentially the national championship.
Yeah, like we mentioned, a huge return matchup. Huge hit there. Oh, my goodness. Chad Gibbs not wanting this one to be over quite yet. Brings up 3rd and 11 there. And, as I mentioned, it may be too little too late, but they got to make a stop regardless if they want a chance at this. Trips to the left, one to the right. Leonard in the backfield to the right-hand side of Weasley, changing some things up here. Back to pass, Weasley. Hits his man. Not able to get the first down, though. John Jones, 10-yard gain. It is 4th and 1 here. Inside their own 40-yard line, I believe.
Some people may think differently. I say go for this. Your QB's hot. Your halfback's hot. Your ball boy is hot. The mascot on the sidelines could throw a 50-yard touchdown right here.
Yeah, I agree. It's at least worth it to run the clock down. And with this sort of hotness from Weasley, you go for this. They give up the middle. Zorel Bowman with a 3-yard rush. And that looked like that was a offensive lineman potentially they gave the ball to there. And the Maryland I formation, second fullback got the ball. And it was a first down there from the Huskies. And this clock is quickly ticking down. The ball now at the 46-yard line. Trips again to the left-hand side. One receiver to the right. Leonard to the right. Weasley taken off in the backfield. Hit in the backfield. Another sack for this JSU defense. They've had, I believe that's 5 sacks here, but it has not translated to anything more than that.
Yeah, and UConn kind of just some plays going deep, some plays choosing to give themselves up. Can't tell if they're trying to pour it on or run out the clock here.
Yeah, not making their mind up, it seems. Back to pass. Weasley does hit his man over the middle. Eddie Murphy, 5-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd and manageable 6 here for this offense.
Yeah, as Coach Mason says in the chat, Cancun is nice, and I do have extra space in my condo I upgraded from last year since I didn't use it at all last year.
Yeah.
So if JSU wants to come down and hang out, feel free.
Yeah, there was upgrades made after the national championship for App State last year. May have lost our focus due to those upgrades, not sure. But back to pass, George Weasley hits his man again. Oh my goodness, Kyle Moore, 16-yard gain. And another first down for this offense with 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. They can bring this one down here, folks, to under a minute and a half potentially if they just run the clock down. Back to pass, George Weasley not able to get the ball there. Chad Gibbs again making a big play, not wanting this one to be over. Brings up 2nd and 10, 2 minutes and 41 seconds now. Not a whole lot of time, Coach Nicotine, for this JSU team to get anything going.
Yeah, at this point, JSU wants... I mean, they want some scores, but I'm sure they want to go home. They see the writing on the wall, and UConn just throwing it out of bounds, getting first downs, really half chewing the clock, but clearly trying to pour it on.
Yeah, they, as we mentioned earlier in the drive, a little bit of indecisiveness on what they want to do. It looks like they want to step in the throat, but they also want to take a knee as well. So, three men to the left, one to the right, back to pass. Weasley hits his man to the right. It's Eddie Murphy again. Now up over 250 yards passing for Weasley.
25 of 30. That's got to be one of the most accurate games we've seen in the RFCL.
Yeah, Weasley, last game too, I believe he was a 73% completion percentage. So, just a really accurate guy. Clock is ticking down. Weasley throws to the right-hand side. 8-yard gain from Morrison. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds left, boys. So it's basically over. He does not need to do this, mind you. So Coach Parr is going for the jugular. Bunch trip set to the right-hand side. Weasley play action pass. And a large drink able to get some pressure there and force Weasley into a bad pass. Stopping the clock with 1 minute and 18 seconds left.
Yeah, that's only Weasley's second pass that really gets close to nobody this entire game. The rest being either deflections or one throwaway to a corner route. He's been insanely accurate.
Yeah, he has been accurate, and he's been getting whatever he wants. 3rd and 2, taking off Weasley. There is room up the middle. He is breaking tackles and touchdown. Oh my goodness, George Weasley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, this time on the ground. A 20-yard scramble. What do you say, Coach Nicotine?
I mean, who is UConn with Pars, with Blake, with Zach, with Ender, with... I could probably go coach and get 31. I mean, no hate to Pars at all, but this just seems like their destiny. 31 points this time playing JSU, 31 last time.
Yeah, just a clinical performance from Weasley after he was maybe snubbed for the Heisman by his brother again, and taking it personally here tonight.
Yeah, I'd love to see how UConn comes out in this next game versus UCO, where you can truly make a statement and a direct comparison to his brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Hoffman back to pass, firing deep, not hitting anything here. I was thinking about going to the interviews early with JSU, but I feel like it would be kind of disrespectful, to say the least, to do that while they're on offense. So we'll wait and see what happens here with this. But, just a great season for them. Hopefully they have a lot to build off of in their minds, and really a young group when you think about it going forward here for JSU.
Yeah, and I do believe Coach Martin has flirted with the idea of being, I believe it, another team's AC. I'm unsure of what information is public.
No, so from what I understand, I believe Coach Gage will be returning to head coach potentially, and Coach Martin will be staying on staff. I don't know if that's confirmed. That is the rumor mill that I know of currently. If the chat has other information, they can let us know. But I believe that this is a promising group, in my opinion. Hoffman taking off, he's hitting the backfield. Really gets back to line of scrimmage. 4th and 4 now. Like I said, I think they have a lot to hold their heads up high on, and the future is bright for this cocky bunch.
Oh yeah, especially if they stay together. They've showed a lot of promise in different areas of the team. I don't know how they managed to keep them all, if they do, but certainly would be a team to look out for next season. Season 4, RFCL.
Yeah, absolutely. Tough way to go out. Not the way they wanted to go out at home, for sure, as well. But just to put a little cherry on top here. He's trying to do. I'm not sure why Pars is doing this, but that's the type of guy we got as our commissioner. Just not to talk shit. But that being said, I love you, Pars. It is a touchdown to Kyle Morris, 26 yards, 26 yards, and like I said, that's the guy we got for our commissioner. Always the competitive one there in Pars. So
and Coach Monarch, we got I believe a personal vendetta against his previous OC to score. I think Pars knows they scored 31 last time. He wanted to just get over that edge and just stamp this as a Pars offense.
Yeah, absolutely, he did, and he has for sure. Blake, if you're out there, we love you, but this was a dominant performance to stamp his I guess mark, as you can say, on the team now being without you. But we love you, Coach Blake, and we wish you well in your future endeavors wherever you end up, quote unquote.
I do believe. Oh wait, never mind. We're gonna go to JSU first after this. You think?
Yeah, we can go to JSU now, actually, if that makes sense.
Let's wait for them to call another play. I was gonna go to UCONN, but we'll let them soak it up and get JSU out of here.
Yeah, I'm not big on keeping the losers around. I don't want them to have to hear everything else and wait. I think that's kind of a low blow after a game like this. Hoffman, as they showed, I believe he's completed 6 passes, and so it's just not been their night. It has not been their night at all.
Yeah, but next season they do have a lot coming. We've seen some of the recruiting classes, and Jack State does have a good recruiting class. A few recruits from the Discord have transferred there. They do have a good squad coming next. And they almost got Saul Goodman, and they almost get VY3.
Yeah, they almost got VY3. As we know, there was just a back and forth battle for VY3. But we'll talk about that another day. We'll go to JSU now to get their thoughts on this game. All right, Jacksonville State University. A tough way for the season to go out for you guys. Not the way you really wanted this one to go. What are you telling your bunch here going forward for next season?
Listen, players win games, coaches lose them, and I did not have my guys prepared tonight. Came out sluggish, including myself, and there's not much else to say about the game than that. I did not prepare these guys right. Congrats to UCONN. They came out far more prepared than I was, and the loss is on me, ultimately.
Respect you taking the hit there, Coach, and Coach Viking, not the way your defense was able to get a lot of pressure there on George Weezy, but once he got hot there, it seemed like he just could not be stopped. What are you going to do in the offseason to try and get ready for next year? And I would also say kudos on the recruiting class and stuff you guys have coming in. A lot of players on defense, it seems, that are going to be making some plays potentially for you. So what can we expect in the future from you guys?
I mean, we need to shore up our secondary. As you saw, Weasley was just able to throw all over us wherever he wanted to. In the tight windows, even triple coverage, double coverage, the corners were always open. Obviously, we have some good recruits coming in the secondary, and I think they'll be elite next year. But as you saw, that was not the case this year. And congratulations to the young man who broke our single game sack record.
Yeah, was that who was that? Brandon Carroll, I believe.
Yes, Brandon Carroll.
Yeah.
But our defense made too many mistakes, too many missed tackles, way too many open looks for Weasley, and it was just that was the narrative for this game. They weren't prepared. They were sluggish. It seemed like no one wanted to play.
Coach, your team?
Yeah, so not as much of a question as just like an invite. Like if you guys want to hang out with me in Cancun, I have an extra room. If you don't mind a stripper pole in the middle, you can come hang out. And love you guys.
Hey man, it was only fitting. I sent Pars to Cancun in the first round, in the first season of RFCL, so it was only fitting that he sends us back. So, um, you know, it is what it is.
We look to a heated rivalry in season 4. I'm sure if y'all get to play UConn again, it's going to be personal.
Hey, I mean, Cox by the Beach Boys is nothing bad about that. So enjoy the off season.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Dude, the tight end blocked nobody until the final second. He actually got the critical block.
We have a rambunctious bunch here in the UConn locker room after that victory. Coach Pars, what do you say after a game like that?
GGJSU, I mean, there was a lot of talk over the week. Lot of talk. So you know what? It's a lot of talk about Blake running this team. It's a lot of talk about JSU not thinking we had it. There's been more crap talk this week than like we've seen in a while. So this was to put the league on notice that we're still here. UConn is back, and we haven't gone anywhere at all. This offense has been dominant. This defense is dominant. We are here, and we're not going anywhere.
Nicotine?
Yeah, so Coach Pars, that last touchdown, as a lot would probably see it as stat padding or disrespect to JSU. I see it as you separating yourself from your previous attempt at JSU where y'all scored 31 and you just found a way to put it right over the edge at 38. How do you feel about that?
You know what we did is earlier in the week with all that crap going back and forth, Raiders said UConn by 30. UConn won by 31. That's all I wanted was to make him correct, make him a truth, not a liar. We won by 31. Had to do it. That's how I feel about it. We had to be dominant. We had to separate ourselves. We're not scared of anyone. We had to come out here and prove that we're still here.
I love it. And I do want to give one to Raider because you can't leave out the guy that only lets a team score 7 points in an entire game. Raider, you could see how you dissected them per play. You would wait for them to pick, and then you would get your men in an adjusted set. How did adding that extra linebacker in Bear and 3-4 help you dominate JSU today?
We had to focus on, stopping the run, and I think we have some incredibly fast linebackers, a lot of good guys back there. So just bringing them in to help stop the run. Obviously, their QB only had 65 yards, so he couldn't throw a penny in the ocean. But yeah, just helping stop the run. And also, while I got y'all here, this is Coach Martin's contract.
Oh no! Oh,
Gone. Get out.
Oh no!
He's out. He's going.
Oh no! Well,
So
that's
UConn would be the first team to retire a head coach directly after a game, I believe. I did attempt with Trigger, almost thought I had it, but congrats to UConn on that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, just an incredible way to capstone this victory for you guys, tearing up an opposing coach's contract. Not sure how legal that is, but
We'll ask the commissioner.
It works out here since Pars is also the commissioner once again, and so we will take it as word by God that it is legal. And once again, just an incredible victory from you guys. We look forward to what I believe is the rematch, right, from last year in the semifinals, where George outdueled Fred, I believe, in the semifinals last year. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it was semifinals of last year. And if so, we wish it to be a incredible rematch again, and we look forward to it. Any last thoughts from you, Coach Pars, to capstone this one?
We're looking forward to UCO next week. It's going to be a great game. They're coming for revenge because we blew them out of the water the first time around in the playoffs, but it's not going to happen.
Gotcha. Any predictions?
No, not at this time.
No predictions from Coach Pars, but we look forward to it, boys. We wish you the best of luck. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
All right, Coach Nicotine. Just an incredible game. A lot of layers to it as well. We heard what seemed like some frustration let out there from Coach Pars at the end, putting the league on notice that he's not just the commish, he's the head in charge, in all things, in all facets. And, he put his money where his mouth was today. And, I don't see them. I can't see George Weasley not continuing this.
Yeah, Pars is the menage a trois of coaches at this point. I mean, he's one of the top OCs. He's one of the best head coaches, and he's a cute commissioner. And so I really wonder if Pars is going to get any sleep tonight, as he seems rambunctious as hell.
Yeah.
He's probably going to pace his house for about 4 hours and then go straight to work. So I do wish him luck on that.
I'm worried about the energy of Mrs. Pars tonight, because it may be going down in the Pars household. We don't know, but for one thing, they took those Gamecocks and they put them back in their place for sure. So
if we still have anyone in this garbage time, Jet has announced in chat that Coach Blake is calling him, who's the new OC of Montana. Doesn't know what this call could be about. I have no clue what that call from another head coach could be about. What do you think, Monarch?
I was gonna say, Jet, if you're still on your cam, I can put you on cam for this call if you need me to. I wish the call was on mic, to be honest with you, Coach Nicotine. It seems like there could be some juicy details going on. The rumor mill is abound. I hope to hear from the RFCL media head here about this shortly. Not sure when we're gonna know more about it, but
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna. I'm reaching out to Jet, see if we can get a quick interview, but probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, it doesn't seem likely, per the sources in my ear right now, that we're gonna be able to get this interview in due to a baby crying and a text from my wife. But that being said, once again, a great game from UConn. Really a dominating performance from Weasley. As many have said in the chat, if we could vote on the Heisman now, there may be a different Weasley on that trophy. But we'll see the two top Heisman candidates square off next week in the semifinals. We hope to see you guys there. If you are still here, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I am Coach Monarch with Coach Nicotine, and
we got Jet. Oh, I got you, Monarch. If you gotta go. I can't run it.
We do have Coach Jet. Let's see if we can get him on here. Coach Jet, are you there? Hold on one second.
I'm here.
Coach Jet, what's going on with that phone call there with Coach Blake?
Yeah, Blake and I, we go way back. Back to season 1, and things didn't end the right way. I took over Montana. I was staying USM, this, that, and the other. But he called me, and it was a great conversation. I think we came to an agreement on something, and I think there's going to be an announcement here shortly.
Oh wow! So a fireworks display after the game for JSU offensive coordinator Coach Jet, with a what sounds like very promising conversation with Coach Blake. Coach Jet, we know, like you said, you have a lot of familiarity with Coach Blake. If you could summarize for a bit for us what your style is going to be potentially next year, if you are in fact hired by Coach Blake.
Yeah, Wildcat, baby. Wildcat.
You do have a new QB coming in Josh Allen, and CBM is gone. Does that change maybe the idea there?
And before you answer that you answered the question beautifully. I was going to say, going from the Cox back to the cat. You love to see it.
You know what it is, man. You know, can't complain. You know, I'm not gonna be the one to announce what's going on. I think you guys can put it together. I'll leave you with this. I'm coming home.
He's coming home, boys. You love to hear it. Wonderful conversation we've had with you tonight, Coach Jet. We appreciate you taking the time out and letting the viewers of the RFCL know.
Of course.
And
If you guys, it's official. It's in the Discord, but I am the new OC with the Montana Grizzlies. We are back. Daddy's home. League's on.
Congratulations.
We are home, as I would say. We are home.
wow, what a breaking news segment we got here, Coach Nicotine. We appreciate you, Coach Jet.
Of course.
If you're still in listening and watching, please like and subscribe. This has been an incredible game and an incredible day, and we hope you tune in next week for the games that we have. I am Monarch Terp with Coach Nicotine, and